Hey y'all, it's your girl. You already know what's happening, real deal. Happy Friday. We're going to get into a video on the family of Tyre Nichols lawsuit will be announced by attorney Ben Crump. Let me hold on for 1 second. Ben Crump does a good job. You know what I mean? That's a hard working man. He need to get some rest. But it's not the money because they can't get their son back, but it's something that they're gonna do to keep the memory of their son. That shouldn't happen. But I'm gonna share this video with you all. I'm not gonna keep y'all, but I would like for y'all to leave your comment in the comment section. I appreciate it, y'all. I love it when y'all do that, and I appreciate you all. Okay, and I'm not gonna be hard on y'all. Just work with me. Just work with me. Oh.
Is everyone set? I'm attorney Ben Crump, along with attorney Antonio Ramanucci, Judge Ernestine Doyce, attorney Sarah Reese, attorney Ravani Rodriguez, attorney Brooke Chase, attorney Bryce Hensley, attorney David Mendelson, attorney LaShonda Council Rogers, and our great legal team with Kareem Ali, Arthur Reed, and a lot of people who have sacrificed to make sure that we dotted every I, crossed every T for this day. We all have the honor of representing the family of Tyre Nichols. Present with us today is his mother, Robin Wells, and his father, Rodney Wells. I'm letting you sit up. Today, we announce Today, we announce a $500 million landmark lawsuit against the Memphis Police Department and the city of Memphis for the torture, savage, brutal.
This mistake is
Sorry,
costing
y'all.
Amazon dollars.
Sorry about that. I got so into it, I felt like crying. You know what I mean? I really did. I just felt like crying every time I look at his mom. She missed her son.
Dehumanizing, extrajudicial killing of Tyre Nichols. This landmark lawsuit is not only to get the justice for Tyre Nichols in the civil courts. But it is also a message that is being sent to cities all across America who have these police oppression units that have been given the license by city leaders to go and terrorize Black and brown communities, whether they be in Atlanta, Georgia, or whether they be in New Orleans, Louisiana, or Chicago, Illinois, or Miami, Florida. These jump out units, these red dog units, these proactive police units, these brave units, these scorpion units that we're going to talk about in particular. Many of us in the Black community know them as the jump out boys. Many of our white brothers and sisters have never heard of the jump out boys, but the jump out boys are known far too often in Black communities as police officers, Jennifer, who are given license to harass and brutalize Black people and brown people. And this lawsuit and the amount that we're suing for is a message that if you keep giving license to these gang-minded police officers to perpetrate acts of terrorism on Black and brown people, then we're coming to your city. And we're going to bring these lawsuits in every city where there is a George Floyd that is savagely killed at the hands of law enforcement, where there is an Ivo Otieno savagely killed at the hands of law enforcement, where there's a Tyre Nichols savagely killed at the hands of law enforcement. If it happens in your city, we're coming to your city too. Because let me be clear and unambiguous about it. It is our mission to make it financially unsustainable for these police oppression units to unjustly kill Black people in the future. We want to make them where they can't even afford it, where they're going to train their officers differently, where they're going to get rid of these units because they're going to say, we don't want what happened in Memphis, Tennessee with Tyre Nichols to happen to my city. That is what Rovine talks about when she talks about the legacy of Tyre Nichols. It's not just about getting justice for him, but it's also about preventing any of the families having to look in that hospital bed and see their child projecting the image that Emmett Till projected 70 years ago. The savage beating of Tyre Nichols was a direct and foreseeable product of the unconstitutional policies, practices, customs, and decisions made by the city of Memphis.
One.
Attorney Ramanucci is about to address you in just a few minutes. And you will see this landmark lawsuit goes into great detail about how from the top down that this was foreseeable because this were the policies and the procedures of the Memphis Police Department. How does this horrific and unconstitutional treatment of black men
This lawsuit is landmark not only for the monetary compensation that will be awarded in this case, but it's because of the depth and the breadth of the indifference that we saw on January 7th. But you have to understand one thing. Tyre died much longer than before he sustained that savage beating on January 7th. The decision-making process that went into what the Scorpion unit did on January 7th happened months and years earlier than that because of the deliberate indifference of the chief of police of this city, Sarah Lynn Davis. She put that Scorpion unit in place because she thought that because you put the word peace, you embed peace within Scorpion, that you were going to get peace. But instead, that Scorpion unit was a stinger, and they only had one mission. And we know what that mission was, and we're going to call it out right now. Stop young black men in cars and get whatever evidence you can from those vehicles and suppress it. That's what Scorpion was all about. The same thing that Red Dog was all about in Atlanta, Georgia, when they tried to run every drug dealer out of Georgia with Red Dog. Sarah Lynn Davis brought the concept here, put it on a different name. So what did we witness instead? The three-headed monster. The three-headed monster.
I'm skipping it, y'all.
For vengeance. We're here for accountability.
Amen.
Accountability. And so when Tyre asked, what did I do wrong? Or what did I do? You now notice there should be an answer to the question of what will you do?
Amen.
What will the country do? What will we do so that those questions won't have to be asked under the same circumstances, and that everybody should be on notice that there's always a payday. And I am not talking about a vengeance, not necessarily the 500,000, the 500 million, but we still have to pay for what it is that we do on this earth. So it's not a vengeance thing, it's an accountability thing. And so step up to the plate and answer the question. You'll notice, what will we do? Or what will you do?
Amen. Thank you, Judge. And
Don't get the mother now, y'all. Hold on. Okay, let's skip commercial.
But everything that has to do with accountability.
amen.
Those 5 police officers murdered my son. They beat him to death. And they need to be held accountable along with everyone else that has something to do with my son's murder. I never thought in a million years that I would be in this place standing here. But I can tell you this, as I've said before, my son was here on an assignment and he's fulfilled that assignment. God took him home. But now it's my turn
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that my son's death does not go in vain.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to do some things, push push some issues
Mm-hmm.
in order so that this will not happen to another child. Because I tell you, this shouldn't happen to no mother, no parent. No parent should be going through what I'm going through right now. I don't wish on my worst enemy, but things need to change. I've met some beautiful people in the last 90 days, but I've met them under these circumstances because now we're all in the same fraternity. And those beautiful people that I'm speaking of are the moms of Ahmaud Arbery or Breonna Taylor or Trayvon Martin's mother. Those people are beautiful people, but see what happened? We're all now in this fraternity that none of us want to be in. We've all lost our child due to some type of police violence, and this just needs to stop. I mean, how many more Tyrees is this going to happen to? We just can't have this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Rodney Wells.
I just want to say thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank our legal team, Tony Romanucci, Ben Crump, uh, and Kareem Ali, especially. Uh, my wife has pretty much said everything that I could ever say under these circumstances. Uh, this is a landmark case. It will make history. And I just thank everybody for being a part of this. Uh, as my wife said about joining this fraternity, we had no idea. We did not want this. We would trade places with anybody. You know, people think this is glamorous. It's not. You know, we go home at night, we cry, we weep. Uh, our lives have to change dramatically because of this. We were simple people. We like to come home after work, watching sports, and go to bed. All this been turned upside down. So, as I said, my wife has pretty much said anything or everything that I wanted to say. So, thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a few questions. Please keep them focused on the legal matters and directed towards the attorneys. Thank you.
All right, God, I'm gonna stop it right there. And he Tyree has a beautiful family. I mean, his mom and dad worked all their lives, and I hate that this happened. And it surprised me. It's our own kind. You know what I mean? Our own kind, our own community. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna get into that. Cause today Friday. But y'all tell me what you think about the whole Tyrese situation in the comment section. Y'all, let's get together with this channel and get people here who want to work in our YouTube community. Be serious about it. Let me. I need some mods that want to work. I need men's. I need young men's, young women, older men's. I need my men's to participate and get. And if you don't know what a mod is, go check all the other channels. The one with the wrench. It's not about talking to me. It's about us getting our channel together, y'all. I want to thank y'all for coming in here, being prompt. It's one of the best attorney I have seen in years. I'm so happy for this family, man. I'm so happy for it. It's just like to bring tears to my eyes. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, and be careful out there this weekend. I'm out.